Welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm your boy Slater, and today I'm going to go through old footage to show you everything you need to know about the upcoming Fantasy FUT promo, one of the best promos released last year. I'm going to show you guys why you should be saving fodder for these. I'm going to show you some of the SBCs that drop, some of the players that drop, but more importantly, understanding the purpose of the promo, why these live cards are live cards, and how they get upgraded throughout the time of the promo. This is one of the best promos that was dropped last year. This is EA's second edition of the promo, and I have a feeling that they're going to really juice it up to make it a mainstay in this game. So let's jump into the content. So I took this screenshot from last year's content review when I was reviewing the content that dropped for the Fantasy FUT promo. And you'll notice on the screen, there are 3 ways that the card can get upgraded. So these are even better cards than Showdown cards because they have the chance at a +3 boost. And here's how it's done. So the base card comes out, whether you get it as an SBC, you get it in a pack, whatever you get the card. If the card makes 3 appearances in the team's next 5 games, he gets a +1 upgrade. If the team the card plays for gets a win in the next 5 games, he does not need to play in those games. Like, let's say he plays in 3 of the 5, they don't win any he plays in, but in the 4th of the 5th game being tallied, they win, he gets another +1 upgrade. And since my big old head is kind of like cropped out the how the final upgrade works, what it is that for attackers and midfielders, if they score a goal or assist in any of those 5 games, they get another +1 boost. And for defenders and goalkeepers, if they keep a clean sheet, they get another +1 boost. So this was the first team that dropped. There were a lot of meta cards. I think the biggest thing about this promo, now granted, it did release 2 weeks after where we're going to get it. So I think the cards are going to be slightly lower god tier than the cards that came out in this, but there were a lot of cards that lasted the entirety of the game, which I don't think a lot of these Showdown cards will. So that's why I'm telling you that if you don't have a ton of fodder in your club, it might make the most sense to save for this Friday's promo, to save for a pack opening, and to save for a big boy SBC, because there were a couple SBC cards that came out during this promo that I'm going to show you in a second that lasted like for months into the game, that were really, really OP because of that +3 boost. And just for your reference, this is Team 2. The Dem Boost card, the St. Max card, the Rashford card, a lot of those cards like had millions and millions of coin price tags, literally 3, 4, 5 promos after these cards had already been released, and they were even valuable come the 85/10 part of the game. So you're talking about cards that are going to be end game cards, are expected to be released in this promo coming out this Friday. Now let's jump over to FUTBin. I have a couple really cool things I want to show you about this promo. So here are all the cards that got upgraded in the FUT Fantasy promo that came out. So before I dive into the SBC content, like, these are all the cards that at least got 1 boost on their cards, okay, right? So a lot of them got a 1+ boost. And the reason why I think that's really important is because if you go to the cards that did not get a +1 boost, the ones that are just fantasy cards, not fantasy upgrade cards, there were literally only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that came out during that time period that did not get a boost. So it is very, very likely that the cards that you complete, the cards that you pack, are going to have a very real opportunity to get at least a +1, if not all the way up to a +3 in the game. And what I want to show you too is, look at some of the SBC cards we got. So we got this Ivan Perisic. He releases an 89 rated card. He got all +3 of his boost. And with 95 pace, 93 dribbling, 92 shooting, he became one of the most valuable box-to-box midfielders of the game. Or as a wide cam, he was a phenomenal card. I had him on my team. Absolutely adored this guy. 90+ dribbling stats. Look how meta this card is, right? Think about the Showdown cards we're seeing in the game right now. Compare it to what the possibility of this type of card is. And that's why I'm saying it might be really, really smart for you to just like save your fodder, right? Save your fodder, keep it, because there is a lot of great content that's going to come out in this promo. I expect that it's going to be way more like in-game meta than what we're seeing right now in the game. Let's jump over to Caligari. This is another one that was really cheap, right? This is a great value SBC. Look at this card stats, right? With the upgrades that he got, look at this card stats compared to anything we're seeing right now, and look at the price point right now. I don't know what EA are going to do with promos this year. I don't know what they're going to do with the SBCs for this promo, but if you think about that like Elmas card that just released, right, that Showdown Elmas, that card is literally double the price of this Caligari card that ended up being at the time, and the reality is nowhere near the statistics that were on this card. This was a fan favorite for a lot of people. One really key memory of this promo was the huge mess up with this Eriksson. So he was supposed to come out, I think, as either a Team 2 player or an SBC, and somehow, some way, every single version of Christian Eriksen converted to the fantasy upgrade version. So if you packed a Christian Eriksen in a pack before he was released into the game, you just randomly got this card, and he only had like a 10K price tag, which was like just one of those moments in this game, many moments that we have with EA, where they make a ton of horrible decisions. So we also had a scam bag last year. So last year during FUT Fantasy, we had a campaign bag, which, use with that information what you'd like. Maybe informs have a little bit of value moving forward, but there is going to be probably an opportunity for you to get an opportunity at getting one of these cards or other cards from various promos during this. I think we had 2 opportunities at a scam bag during last year's FUT Fantasy. And the last thing I want to cover with you, I think, is actually probably the coolest and most exciting thing about this promo. Before I dive into the really cool piece of info on this screen, look how much better the card design is too. I mean, maybe the only thing EA have done well as a company is hire some fantastic graphic designers, because even from last year to this year, that is a night and day difference. Card design, it's absolutely gorgeous. But the really key thing I want you to look at is the card closest to me. At the top of the card, there's a little football with a crown on it. And why is that important, Slater? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. If you go over to our transfer category, and for this game, cards that designate that, right? Cards that have that little football at the top with a crown on top of it indicate that they are a hero card, right? So that means that we are most likely, as you can see the top of Yaya's card right here, we are most likely to get fantasy FUT heroes in this game too. So you're going to get a new batch of FUT hero cards, which I would also expect, and I don't know, but based on what we saw with the World Cup heroes, right, we'll probably get some sort of hero player pick or SBC as well, and a chance at either like a base, World Cup, or a fantasy FUT hero pack. So that is very much, I think, something that I would totally expect from this promo. This looks like a world-class promo coming up, something that we really need in this game. If this video at all helped you guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We do a lot of like information FIFA stuff here, so if this stuff helps you guys out, we'd love to see you again for another video. Good luck with the rest of the Showdown Series SBCs, and let's have hopefully a great fantasy FUT promo ahead. Peace.